Hello there. It's been quite some time, hasn't it? But I haven't forgotten about this channel, and I've been basically preoccupied with many different things. And of course, during this time, haven't forgotten to set aside some time to reflect on the important things because what is life if you don't use your brain, right? So I decided to make a follow-up to that super popular video of the ending toxic relationships because I think it matters greatly to be able to not only discuss this but really consider it on a deeper level because I think way too many people live with some who are poisoning their life, and they let it and they justify it because they could be their friends from kindergarten or their own blood, like family relatives, and you name it. Basically, you could count so many reasons. And I think that living this way, like tolerating, like being a sponge for bad attitude, for mistreatment, is not a good life. You basically destroy both your mental and your physical health, which I don't think is something you would want, because let's face it, we have just one life, right? And the more days or years are passing by, the more I think that life, after all, should be an experience, and of course, it is of diverse nature, but it shouldn't be like all suffering, you know. And I think there is a time when a person is supposed to draw the line, to make a stop and think about the important things. Like, if this horrible existence, let's say, because of one, a few, or many people, is actually worth all the pain and suffering and taking all the damage, if you will, on your overall health. And in most cases, I think all, in fact, the answer is no, it's not worth it. I mean, why would you doom yourself to suffering when you could at least taste for a while just some bliss, you know? Nobody is saying that life is easy. Nobody is saying that it will be all sunshine and lollipops. But it could be nice. You could have some more reasons to smile, to just raise your glass and drink one, a cold one, maybe a hot one, I don't know. I don't know your taste, but you get my point. So, there is no point in bearing toxicity. And I think if there is one positive thing about being in such a predicament, is that you have this amazing opportunity to unlock a great skill that I think it is very necessary, especially nowadays. It has always been, actually, but yeah. And it's honesty. Saying things straightforward. You know, the Western world is like maybe you really don't like something. You are like extremely opposing it. Like you don't like how your boss is treating you. You don't like the low pay. You don't like the hours. You don't like how you come back home and your spouse, for example, doesn't do absolutely anything to help you with the chores, or your friends are bailing on you all the time. They don't explain anything. They promise you to see you, you know, and let's say you're living in one freaking same city, and you don't have time to just set aside, talk to each other for 1 hour, have a coffee or something else, and you know, just catch up. I mean, yeah, it's just stupid, you know. And I think this superpower is very important if you really see it as an opportunity to unlock it, and to say, okay, that's it. I mean, fuck it. I would rather be alone, maybe, than fitting anywhere, but being around toxic people and taking it all against my nature, against who I am. So I think it is very important to not let this noise blind you from the reality of the shit happening around, and especially coming down all over you, because it's much easier to just say, oh, now it's not the right time. I mean, this is too difficult to even think about it, to discuss, to ponder over. So I'll just, you know, leave it aside. There will be a better moment, you know. There is always a better moment, but not today. But it's not like this. The more you delay, the more you lose. I think that's an undisputed fact. If there is at least one thing in the self-help industry, is probably like this. You will not find the perfect moment to improve yourself. You have to start. You have to decide and just make the move. That's it. So my point is, don't let this this toxic way of existence take over who you are, because you could be a super nice person but invisible, because you've never revealed yourself, your character, who you really are, how you think. You've never probably stood up for yourself. So it's about time to do that, I think. Just do it. I know it's much easier said than done, but ultimately it's much better than suffering. So I hope this reaches 0.111111 people, or no, actually 0.00001% of the people around YouTube. And I hope it helps you. This very, very imperfect, unedited video, and apparently showing a half-naked man talking to his phone on a 30+ degrees really hot day. Alright, so take care.